All right, Liam, thank you very much. And News 8 is your local election headquarters. Early voting for the November general election kicked off today at 9 a.m. with 13 locations in Monroe County hosting polls. Hayden Wentworth caught up with some of the voters and some of the candidates, too, asking why they're taking advantage of the early access. She joins us now in the studio with the details. Hayden.
Isabel, while this is not a federal election, the community believes early voting for this year's local election is just as important.
We just think it's important to vote, and particularly for local government.
The general election is coming up, and community members can now take advantage of early voting at 13 locations across Monroe County until November 5th. The biggest seat that's up for election, County Executive, and the two leading candidates, Mark Assini and current County Executive Adam Bello, are at work encouraging people to get out and vote now.
Local elections matter. Everybody's voice needs to be heard. And the reason local elections matter, this is the level of government that's closest to people.
When you vote, you are choosing your leaders, and those leaders are going to do the things that are important for this community.
And for residents like Stephanie Aldersley, it's helpful to have early voting available to them, especially if you're out of town during Election Day. But for her, these elections are most important, and it all comes back to the community.
Everybody comes out to vote for president, but I think it's important to have the grassroots things happening too.
Aldersley says for those young folks out there who may be new to voting, this is an opportunity to let them know they too have just as strong of a voice as some of the seasoned voters.
Many people don't realize that it's us older folks who vote in far greater numbers, so I think it's very important that young people have a voice and get involved.
Early voting on Tuesday and Thursday runs from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Every other day, it runs from 9 to 5, and it all wraps up next Sunday, November 5th. In the studio, Hayden Wentworth, News 8. Isabel?